gotta switch up the question.
Come back tomorrow for our organizational cage. We'll be locking up your local temple celebrities inside of the cage. Only your donations can set them free.
Maybe you gotta worry about
Fakes getting locked up in the cage. Yeah, baby. This hand is for all the Kates. Guys, help us. We're trying to raise money for victims of domestic violence, survivors of sexual assault. Did you guys hear about that girl that got assaulted?
No, I went.
Temple University's Anderson Hall serves as a classroom center for many interdisciplinary studies, but on November 1st, this building became a crime scene when a female student was brutally attacked and sexually assaulted between 6 and 7 p.m. in one of the restrooms while classes were in session. The assault has left many students with a sense of fear about their safety and questioning whether the university is doing enough to keep students safe.
And who I'm with and what time of day it is. There's like a whole bunch of factors. But most of the times, because I am very aware of where I am and my capabilities, I try not to go to places that I'm not going to be comfortable in, or that if I go by myself, I'm going to be a little nervous in.
Relatively, for the most part, always looking over my shoulder, whether I'm in an affluent neighborhood or in a more socioeconomically depressed neighborhood. So it really doesn't matter to me. I'm always looking over my shoulder.
At certain times I feel safe, but depends on what area I'm in, I guess. Closer to with the buildings, I feel safer with the owl watch that's around.
I think that Temple does enough to protect students as far as checking IDs and making sure security is well staffed.
Honestly, I don't, because there's been several times where I lost my ID and I didn't even have to show them. I didn't even have to sign in, basically. So I could have been, God knows who, and done an assault myself, and it would have been so easy.
I think that Temple does a sufficient amount, but I think that there needs to be more or less a joint task force between the students and the Temple officials of becoming more aware of our surroundings.
I think they do a good enough job, yes. I think there's some areas like checking IDs that they don't do too well at, but I think overall they do a good enough job.
These Hands Don't Hurt is basically a week-long project where we try to raise awareness and money for victims of sexual assault and survivors of domestic violence.
Is this a reaction to the rape that happened on campus last week?
No, this is more of what we are, what we're about, and what we're trying to rally everybody around us to be about. I really think it's unfortunate that that happened, and this is really why we do it. In reaction to it, I think the fact that our project came right after the fact that it happened, I don't really think that's coincidence. This is something that happens in the community. It's something that happens in the community that really goes untalked about. And so whenever it gets brought to people's attention, everybody gets taken aback. But that's why we're out here every semester trying to tell people that it's happening and nobody's saying nothing.
Alpha Kappa Lambda, a new fraternity at Temple, was spreading awareness about sexual assault and raising money for the victims of sexual abuse. They will be at the Bell Tower all this week. Students are advised to be aware of their surroundings and, as always, be alert while on campus at night. This is Ashwin Verghese, Temple News, Group 3.